and welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing a question a day in May where I will be answering a question each day from a member of my community. It's kind of in the title, right? And I also thought it might be fun to show you around my neighbourhood. So if you don't know, I live in Japan, kind of out in the countryside, and I'll share my lovely neighbourhood with you. Okay, let's get on to today's question. Hello, and today's question is from Angela, and she wants to know, what kind of accounting software do I use? Ooh, you have no idea what a can of worms you've opened with this one. Okay, accounting. I wish my life was easy and I could just use one kind of accounting software and there'd be no problem. So, when I first started, I used Wave app, which is free, and it was pretty cool, except a lot of the Japanese accounts don't connect to it, so you had to manually put the stuff in, which was a bit of a pain. And then I can't remember what happened. It was something to do with Japan PayPal and Wave. It was years ago, I can't remember. Anyway, it all stopped working and broke, and I gave up and started using a spreadsheet. And then last year, was it? Or the year before? It might have been the year before, 2019. I actually paid a bookkeeper to help me set up my accounts properly using proper accounting software. And I had such a hoo-ha with it. And again, it's down to the Japanese banks. They don't connect to the software. I need something that's in English. I couldn't use Japanese software because it's beyond my Japanese. So yeah, I really struggled with it. I couldn't get my head around it at all. The reconciliation every time was completely out, and it was just a complete nightmare. So I gave up and went back to using a spreadsheet. So right now I use Google Sheets, and it's just super simple. It's the money coming in, where it came from or what it was for, what I spent the money on, and any kind of fees and things, and then like the deductions column and things. So it's set up so that when I send the file to my tax accountant, she can just go through it and it's done and dusted. So it's really simple. I've got a tab for each currency as well, which is part of the problem because I've got it in US dollars, I've got Japanese yen and British pound. So I have a tab for each currency and I just plug the stuff in, and I do my accounts every Friday morning without fail. Now, I struggled with this for a long time, mainly because I got the 3 different currencies going on and various different accounts. And it was impossible to keep track of what was where and how much money I'd actually got and how much money I was earning. So at the beginning of this year, I signed up for YNAB. Like, you've got YNAB. You need a budget. It's youneedabudget.com, and it's brilliant. It's not expensive. I think it was like $80 for the year, and you can try it for, I think, 35 days for free first. And I'll drop the link. I've got an affiliate link, I think, or referral link. So just go and try it. It's really nice. And the training videos are really simple, and the languaging isn't that whole accounting languaging that only accountants understand. It was really sort of simple fun, and the videos make it fun, and they created it for people who either struggle with money or want to get a grip on their budget but are struggling for a way to do that. And because everything's online these days and there's so many different ways to pay for things, it's really easy to get into a financial mess. So in YNAB you can set up a budget. So I've got them for the different currencies, and then we've got our household budget where my husband's salary goes into as well. And then I set my son up with his own budget so he can track everything as well. So I want him to create these good habits from the offset. So I love it. And so it's not accounting software, it's budgeting software, but I can see at an instance, I can just really near noisy birds. I can just log in straight away and I can see whether I've got enough money to buy something. I can see if I need to move money around. I can put in what I've just spent, keep on top of things so easily. And yeah, once I'd set it up, I was just totally in love and got my husband on board and then got my son on board. So if budgeting is a problem, I recommend YNAB, even if it's just for like your personal stuff. That bird is just right noisy right above my head. And yeah, I don't use any fancy software for my accounting just because it's just so difficult. When I am earning enough, I will outsource that as well. So at the moment, I outsource my tax accounting. I just send it over to the tax accountant, and it's not particularly cheap, but it's completely stress-free. She files everything for me. She just sends me a bill at the end and says, "Here, pay this," and it's all done. I'm like, "Yes, of course, here you are." So for me, that works fantastically. And this year, I'm feeling really happy about the way that I've got my account set up because the spreadsheets are super simple. There's nothing complicated in there. And because I do it weekly, I keep on top of everything. And having YNAB is really helping to see where my money is, what I've got, where it's coming in, where it's going out, and all that thing. And it helps you spot if there's any leaks, if you are paying for things that you don't need to be paying for anymore, that kind of thing. It's really, really cool. So I hope that answers your question. I might not have been the one you were expecting. And I'll just give you a quick. This is the park we come to when the cherry blossoms are in season. So these are all cherry blossom trees, hanami trees down there. And it's really pretty and there's hardly ever anyone in here. So it's pretty cool. I think most people just don't know about it. It's not on a road, it's on a cycle path. So yeah, maybe people just. Oh, I should mention, can you hear that music? I don't know if you can hear it. In Japan, at at the moment it's 5 o'clock, and we have one in the morning as well. They play music to tell the kids to go home from the park. So you send your kids off to the park to play, and when they hear the music, they're like, "Oh, let's go home from the park music." And it's earlier in the winter because it goes dark early. So in the winter it's 4 o'clock. In the spring it's 5, and then it'll go to 6 o'clock in the summer. And yeah, kids go out and play, and then when they hear the music, they know it's time to go home. It's pretty cool. There you go, your random fact of the day. All right, I will see you in the next one. I hope that answered all your questions today. If you have a question, pop it in the form below and come and join us in Mums that Rock, which is our online community for mums who are multi-passionate and building a business around their family. Please like and subscribe to my channel and all that jazz, and I will see you next time. Cheerio!